We are the Seekers of Light. Stay alert. Beware the shadows.
Emira Acton. First off, we should make sure Orin knows I'm okay, just delayed by the Cobbies. Emira Acton. Now let's thank him for sending those lovely flowers. Emira Acton. It's going to be a while before I'm done here and get back to see Orin again. How should I tell him? Emira Acton. I want to let Orin know I believe in his work to feed our people with that machine. Emira Acton. I need to make sure Orin knows how I feel about him. Emira Acton. How should I sign it?
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night. Greetings, outsider.
Cage, match. When we were scouting before you arrived, we saw a lot of cages set up around Velhan's claim. Typically, the Cobbies use these to hold their victims until they're needed for a ritual sacrifice. Those sacrifices lead to lots of other dark activities. Not the least of which is eating the victims. Let's get ahead of all that. Take my torch, and destroy the cages, so we don't have to see that happen to anyone from Velhan's claim. Burn 10 Cobbies' cages with Emira's holy flame.
Always be prepared.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
Excellent. That will put us and the Kabis on a more even footing. At least in terms of leadership. They still outnumber us by a lot, but one thing at a time.
Find joy in the flame's light.
Good work, Deiaji. Without their cages, the Kabis won't be able to take prisoners. No prisoners means no foul rituals, and preventing those gives us a much better chance of saving the people at Velhan's claim.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
Situational awareness. Regardless of what history Tinar and Velhan have between them, we need to take care of the people here at Velhan's claim. Deiaji, will you please check in with the families here? Let them know we're here to help. See if they're worried or need anything. And reassure them that the lamplighters will drive back the Kabis. Speak with 10 citizens of Velhan's claim.
May the shadows pass you by.
Greetings, outsider.
Duke Velhan. Please, Deiaji, there will be time to talk later. Right now, I need your help to find Maximilian. Duke Velhan. Well, after I was decorated for my leadership as captain of the Indomitable, I decided to retire from military life. I wanted to build something. To lead people into a calmer, safer life, outside of Miraldar, and under the light of Biladar. I found several like-minded families, and we founded Velhan's claim together several years back. We were really beginning to thrive, before this Kabis attack. We've been waiting them out for several weeks. They'll leave soon, I'm sure, and perhaps even sooner with your help.
Stay alert.
Step into the light. For the Empire.
Tinar Strongoth. This is a big task, even for a pair of lamplighters. There are a lot of Kabis surrounding Velhan's claim. Tinar Strongoth. There's definitely history. But my history isn't the public version, that paints him as a hero. Velhan was my captain, back in the service, on the Indomitable. We were out on patrol, looking for any signs of encroaching threats, Nerubians, Fungarians, or anything else that might come at us from these caverns we were still getting to know. We hadn't encountered the Kabis yet. Things went well enough for most of our patrol, until the crystal changed. Tinar Strongoth. This was the first time it had ever happened. After years of steady, unwavering light, we all froze. None of us had any idea what this meant. Velhan was the first to move, after I'm not sure how long. He said we had to get back to Miraldar, to protect the city from whatever was happening. Brave, I guess. But without Biladar's light, we hit an outcropping of rock we couldn't see. Broke it loose, in fact. It crashed into the water down below, but not before tearing our envelope and putting a hole in the bow. That was the start of a wild ride down. Two things you shouldn't combine, falling and darkness. Not all of us lived through it. But our impact wasn't the end of the nightmare. Tinar Strongoth. You'd think that'd be the worst. But Velhan learned the wrong lesson from what happened. Instead of evaluating before acting, he chose not to act. We were in a broken ship, many of us injured, and when we should have started finding our way to safety, he decided we should stay and wait for help. And for the first time, the Kabis were coming ashore. We couldn't even see them in the darkness. Our first indication of trouble was the screams of a crewmate, carried away. Tinar sighs. The report Velhan made back at Miraldar was very different from what happened.
If the shadows find you, call.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
Velhanite citizen. I trusted Duke Velhan to lead us when we moved our family here from Miraldar. But all he's done is stay inside and tell us to wait. Does he think the Kabis will just go away?
Find joy in the flame's light.
Biladar shift in your favor.
Velhanite citizen. I'm so glad the lamplighters are here. We've been shut inside for weeks, and the Kabis have had us under siege for most of that time.
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night. Beware the shadows. You carry your torch, you light the city.
Velhanite citizen. I'm confident Duke Velhan has things well in hand. He's a great leader. You know, it's because of his leadership that relatively few of his Arthi were lost at Velhan's fall.
Always be prepared. Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
Velhanite citizen. I'll be honest, I'm going pretty crazy. How long does he think we can stay cooped up in here, even if our food doesn't run out? I'm worried that bringing my family here was a mistake.
For the Empire.
We are the holders of hope. If the shadows find you, call.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
We're all down here together.
I like it when the star shines.
Velhanite child. What's gonna happen? When can we play outside again?
Only play when it's day, because at night, most ambush.
We are the seekers of light.
Velhanite citizen. I'm so glad the lamplighters are here. We've been shut inside for weeks, and the Kabis have had us under siege for most of that time.
May the shadows pass you by.
You're weird looking.
Maximilian Velhan. Hi, I'm Max. My dad is the leader here. And a great hero. Maximilian Velhan. Oh, I know everything is going to be fine. My dad will beat the Kabis here, just like he did when the crystal first went dark. He's just waiting for the right time. I hope I can be a hero like him someday.
One day, I'll be a lamplighter.
You carry your torch, you light the city.
We're here to help. But I've learned in the past, that there are times hope and reassurance can be the most urgent need. While you were talking with the residents, Tinar and I have determined what our next steps are going to be. We need to give the people room to breathe, but we also need to prepare them to fight.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
Spears for fears. It seems Velhan and his followers hoped they could live in peace here. They were so sure they could, in fact, that they didn't bring any weapons with them. This is a problem, with the Kabis attacking now, but the Kabis can actually solve it for us. They've brought plenty of spears for their siege on Velhan's claim, and a spear will skewer a Kabis just as well as a human. Head out there and gather some spears for the people, Deiaji, and they won't have to be so afraid. Gather 8 Kabis spears for the people of Velhan's claim.
Stay alert.
We burn brightly together. We're all down
Reclaiming
here together.
Velhan's claim. The problem I see, Deiaji, is the Kabis. There's just so many of them. Everyone here was serving in the Empire's military when we arrived in Hallowfall. They may be rusty now, but they've all trained before, and know how to be dangerous. But we need to eliminate every disadvantage, including the Kabis' numbers. So head out there and even up the numbers. Emira and I will keep everyone safe here. Kill 12 Kabis warriors around Velhan's claim.
Belladar shine on you.
The flame burns for all of us. When the star shifts, seek shelter.
I need to target something first. Acquire a target.
Lamplighters are stretched thin. For the Arathi to survive, we must settle in lands shadowed from Beladar's light.
Bronze
The
Timekeeper.
darkness strikes
This
out
race
with
is the
threats not even our key flames can dispel. Aid us, outsider. Be our beacon in the darkness.
Bronze Timekeeper. This race is the Stillstone Slalom. This is the frontier of Hallowfall, lands that never see the light of Biladar. Yet the Arthi have made a home here too, despite the invasions of the Kavis and the Nerubians. Keep an eye on the Dawn Tower to orient your path. Always remember that a stalactite grows up, and a stalagmite grows down. Wait, no. Reverse that.
Stand
When faced with darkness, many feel their only choice is to spread its corruption. Stand firm against those lost to folly. Turn their fear into hope. The creatures in the dark use fear to hunt the Arathi. No longer. You have emboldened lamplighter and farmer alike. Waterways have always been dangerous in Hallowfall. Fierce predators of the undersea slither up and prey upon the fisher folk. Keep them clear. To maintain the key flame requires amassing a reserve of radiant remnants. Search the area, gather the remnants from the land, or take them from monstrous clutches.
There is always hope if we choose to look for it.
You know, I've hated the Kavis ever since they were dragging my fellow stalwarts into the night as dinner guests. Hopefully because of the work you've done, that won't happen to any of the citizens of Velhan's claim, Deiaji.
Walk in the light.
The flame burns for all of us.
Kabi's giving you trouble? Soon, the people of Velhan's claim will be the ones giving them trouble.
For the Empire.
Good work, Deiaji. This is exactly what we need to not just drive the Kabis back today, but to make sure the people of Velhan's claim can defend themselves in the future.
May the shadows pass you by.
Teach a man to fish. Deiaji, the people of Velhan's claim have been locked up inside, afraid of the dark, for too long. And there's plenty to fear out there, but these are capable, strong people. They should be driving the Kabis away, not hiding behind their walls. Get these spears to the people of Velhan's claim. They've learned to hide from their problems, but we'll give them the means to take their lives back. Distribute 8 spears to the residents of Velhan's claim.
Stay productive in the light, vigilant in the night.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Velhanite citizen. Yes, Deiaji.
Walk in the light.
Step into the light.
In hardship, kindness. Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Velhanite citizen. Yes, Deiaji.
Don't despair. The shadows sense it. Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
May Baladar stay in the light.
Don't despair. The shadows sense it.
Beladar shine on you.
We are the Seekers of Light. Always be prepared.
I think now we'll see them acting very differently, now that they're armed, Deiaji. There's something about knowing you can take care of yourself, that you can handle your own problems, and you don't need anyone to rescue you. Of course, we lamplighters will always be there to help, but it's very likely that we won't be needed next time.
Beware the shadows.
Greetings, outsider.
The one that got away. Deiaji, my son is out with the Kabis. He convinced the other kids they should sneak out with him to fight. Said they should, be brave like my dad. When they met a Kabis, the others all ran back here, while he ran toward the crashed ship, to lead it away. I have not handled myself bravely, Deiaji. The story of the Indomitable says I was a hero, those lies were my report. If there was ever a time to step up, it's now. But I'm no match for the Kabis alone. Come with me, Deiaji, help me save Maximilian. Rescue Maximilian at the crash of the Indomitable.
May the shadows pass you by.
May Beladar stay in the light. Find joy in the flame's light.
Crash recovery. A lot of things went wrong when the Indomitable crashed, Deiaji. But the most upsetting one is that when the order was finally given to make our way back to Miraldar, we couldn't honor our fallen comrades. It seems the Kabis reanimated our fallen stalwarts, who now wander the Indomitable in a ghastly skeletal form. Take back their tinder boxes. If we can deliver those to the sacred flame, they'll finally be free after all these years. Retrieve 4 recovered tinder boxes from the Indomitable stalwarts.
Walk in the light.
Why are monsters mean?
I am out of range.
Step into the light.
Duke Velhan. Deiaji, I hate to think what would have happened to Maximilian without your help. I also know I would be the same coward, had you, Tinar and Emira not come to help Velhan's claim. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to approach everything differently going forward. Thank you. Duke Velhan. Velhan's claim was built on lies, Deiaji. Lies I told, and lies I allowed people to tell around me. I take responsibility for that. It's going to be rebuilt on two things, truth and courage. The people have to know the story of the Indomitable, and how I failed that night. They have to know that the claim won't be safe, or idyllic. There will be more Kavis, perhaps other threats. We'll need to fight to protect it. If they wish, I'll step down from leading. If they'll continue to have me, though, I'll be honest with them about risks and hardships. And we'll work together to face them courageously.
Stay productive in the light. Vigilant.
I know
in
it
the night.
sounds trite, Deiaji, but I could never thank you enough for getting Max home safely. Through all this, you've also shown me I need to be out front, leading the way for my people. I've seen there are outcomes worse than death. I can't undo the mistakes I've made in the past, but I can be certain not to repeat the pattern.
Beware the shadows.
We are the holders of hope.
Did you find those tinder boxes, Deiaji?
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
The flame burns for us all, Deiaji. I wish I could have saved them that night, but I'm glad we'll be able to honor their memories. It's what we all would want, if it happened to us.
Beladar shine on you.
Lamp lit. The Kabis normally live deep underwater, Deiaji. When Beladar is at its brightest, they don't bother us. Other sources of bright light will usually keep them away, but definitely weaken them. As lamplighters, we not only go into the dark to protect those in need, but we provide them the light that will keep them safe. Go set up these torches along the perimeter, then meet us up at the Dawn Tower behind Velhan's claim. Place.
If the shadows find you, call.
Lamp lit. The Kabis normally live deep underwater, Deiaji. When Beladar is at its brightest, they don't bother us. Other sources of bright light will usually keep them away, but definitely weaken them. As lamplighters, we not only go into the dark to protect those in need, but we provide them the light that will keep them safe. Go set up these torches along the perimeter, then meet us up at the Dawn Tower behind Velhan's claim. Place 8 torches around the perimeter of Velhan's claim, then observe the relighting of the Dawn Tower.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Tinar Strongoth. Lighting the Dawn Tower will give the people of Velhan's claim a real advantage over the Kabis, Deiaji. To say nothing of igniting their hopes and instilling courage.
We're all down here together.
Emira Acton. I'm glad you're here with us, Deiaji.
Always be prepared.
What are you?
We burn brightly together.
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
You saved my son, Deiaji. You broke the spine of the attack on our home, gave us what we need to fight. You helped me to be the leader I'd pretended I was. Thank you. The Lamplighters will always have allies in Velhan's claim.
For the Empire.
You have our thanks, Farron Lothar. And you too, outsiders.
Lothar?
We carry the flame into the unknown.
Anduin Rin. The shadows are unsettling.
We have lost so many.
Thank you, Deiaji. These people are badly hurt, but I think they will make it. Some seem to have some skill in healing of their own.
Will I be forgiven?
These foes are relentless.
Who is calling for help?
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise. Despite everything, the Arathi find joy.
Blades of the Arathi. I trust in your strength. I must ask you to go ahead to reinforce Sina's yearning. Anduin and I can see my people to safety in Laurel's Crossing. With the darkness and the Kabis, the hearts of my people in Sina's yearning will be faltering to fear. We can't let them wallow. Light a torch with the sacred flame in the center of town and use it to inspire my people's valor. Remind them of their strength. We will catch up with you. May the flame guide you, my friend. Light a torch with the sacred flame, then rally 6 groups of Arathi in Sina's yearning.
Be strong, my friend.
If more of those fishy bastards try to... my leg, I can't... Oh.
Easy. We'll patch you up. Friend, go assist the General in Sina's yearning. We'll meet you there.
What can I do? Did I hear that right earlier? You're, Lothar?
You know the name?
Know it. I was named for Anduin Lothar, one of Stormwind's greatest heroes. He was close friends with my grandfather, King Lane Rin. Few names hold higher esteem. You must be a lady, or...
Oh no, don't you start using formalities on me. My family is noble, but it's been long since we've seen great fortune. To think I had relatives in the old world. Wonderful. I hope I can live up to such legends. Wait, if your grandfather was king of this Stormwind, then Anduin, my new friend, are you a king?
Not anymore. So, don't you start using formalities on me, either. Am I needed? Did I hear that right earlier? You're, Lothar?
You know the name?
Know it. I was named for Anduin Lothar, one of Stormwind's greatest heroes. He was close friends with my grandfather, King Lane Rin. Few names hold higher esteem. You must be a lady, or...
Oh no, don't you start using formalities on me. My family is noble, but it's been long since we've seen great fortune. To think I had relatives in the old world. Wonderful. I hope I can live up to such legends. Wait, if your grandfather was king of this Stormwind, then Anduin, my new friend, are you a king?
Not anymore. So, don't you start using formalities on me, either.
So, you live. Is Farron well? I would safeguard my people.
Something's fishy. So you outsiders and Farron managed to both survive and save the villagers at the beach? Steel Strike breathes a quick prayer in relief. We're in trouble, here. The Kabis brought some of their strongest forces to the doorsteps of villagers. We have our hands full just holding the line. If you can take out those monsters, we might be able to turn the tide. Slay Deep Sludger, the abominable wave crasher, and Tide Lord Teeth Wretch in Sina's yearning.
The Arathi will fight so long as the light is with us! Destroy those monsters! I'm glad you're all right, Farron. Now stop and take a breath for once. We are far from the Empire.
Every Arati has killed more Kabis than I care to count. We've also lost more Arati to Kabis than I want to count. I don't know what underwater cavern they hail from, but I shudder to think of it.
The Day of Darkness changed everything.
I will always try. We have lost so many.
In my heart, there is fire.
The Arati are strong. Proud. The Kabis may be vile, but they will not win this day.
If you are lost in darkness...
A wave of shadow! What just happened?
A beacon in the dark. We cannot hide from evil. Don't give in to fear.
Shadow upon shadow. Faerun's white eyes dart around in surprise. What just happened? Did you see that shadow? And the oil well, it's gone dark? I've never seen anything like this before. Could it be the nearby Dawn Tower? Hurry. Investigate the nearby Dawn Tower.
A beacon in the dark.
Those shadows came from the Dawn Tower!
Farron, wait! We must withdraw to Merildar!
The tower! I will see you through the shadow.
Faerun Lothar. Faerun stares at the tower in the distance, a strange, flickering light reflecting in her eyes. The tower.
We can... The Dawn Tower! What is happening to it?
The Harbinger has whispered to me of your arrival. And your failure at Dalaran.
Where is your master?
No! The sacred flame! What has Alric and his cult done?
I don't know. But they claim allegiance to Xalatath, and so their lives are forfeit.
We owe our service to those in need.
Faerun Lothar. So much darkness. How could it come to this? Does light give way to darkness so easily? Faerun Lothar. Ulrich was one of us, a lamplighter. For years, he worked with us to keep the Dawn Towers lit and the people of Hallowfall safe. We all trusted him. He'd fought with us, we'd saved people from the darkness together. Then he betrayed the Arati, and everything the Lamplighters stand for. He ambushed my friend Andari, and leads the Order of Night, who caused the breach here and all these deaths. I'm still not sure. Was he ever good? Did he plan that from the start? I don't know anyone more terrible. No one even comes close.
Don't give in to fear.
Anduin Rin. The shadows are unsettling.
Will I be forgiven?
I am on the hunt.
The fear and shame of these people lingers in the air like a fog.
I will not fail again.
The darkened flame. This Order of Night, as they call themselves, did some foul ritual to turn the tower's flame to darkness. I know not what. We should investigate. Investigate the darkened Dawn Tower.
I do not miss.
The flame is corrupted. Can we restore it? This shadow! It's too much!
Anduin, help her. Call upon the light once more.
No, I can't. There must be another way.
Order of Night Polium. The Polium has faint sigils carved into the haft. They have been torn and changed, forming new shapes. They pulse with dark energy. Kelthar here then. The wounds on the body form a ritualistic pattern. This poor soul was not only killed, but sacrificed to the darkness. Order of Night poster. My friends. We have lived in fear long enough. Biladar has been trying to show us the way. The light has forsaken us. In the light's glare, are all washed. Exposed. In the darkness, we are free. We are afraid of the dark only because the light wants us to be. Biladar has shown us the way. No more fear. Instead, we must become fear. Ulrich Lade. Order of Night Journal. The journal is heavily scratched out and torn up. Few segments remain. Tabata. I'm leaving. I'm tired. I don't expect you to understand. The Order of Night gathers strength. They hide in caves, in towns, and linger with our greatest enemies. They even have a base beneath one of their precious towers. The army has no idea. The light has made us all blind. Not me. Not anymore. What have we fought for this whole time? Why are we here? Does Biladar even know we exist? Does it love us for our devotion? Or does it hate us for holding it back? What if its true form is darkness? We've toiled in the light for years. What good has it done? We die. Picked off in the shadows, one by one. Perhaps we should listen to what Biladar is trying to tell us. There's comfort in the shadows. I'm tired, Tabata. I know what this means. I know we will end up hurting our own. Hurting you. I'm not sorry.
We are a light in the darkness.
Faerun Lothar. So much darkness. How could it come to this? Does light give way to darkness so easily?
Despite everything, a cave. Could they still be nearby, continuing to corrupt the flame? My faith kindles my hope.
So, they killed Kelthar, too? Faerun squeezes her eyes shut and mouths a prayer and a curse at the same time. We'll make sure he gets a proper funeral. The Order of Night will pay for this. We sealed off Gloom Crag, the nearby cave, years ago. They must have dug their way in so they could target this Dawn Tower. How long have they been planning this? How long has the Order of Night been among our ranks?
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
Ever deeper shadow. When I reached for the flame, I felt the overwhelming.
Be strong, my friend. In my heart,
ever deeper shadow. When I reached for the flame, I felt the overwhelming hopelessness and despair that had been poured into it. It pains me, but my light alone is not enough to banish these shadows. And so, we take a more direct path. If the remaining cultists have withdrawn to Gloom Crag Bower, their combined power must be what's keeping the flame dark. We must stop them before this darkness spreads. Slay 10 Order of Night cultists in the cave beneath the cliffside beacon.
Despite everything, the Oracle—
Look out!
What are those things? They hardly seem real.
A trick of the shadow. I will deal with it. You all go ahead.
Harbinger promised. It all grows. commands me!
Quickly, friend. Alric is nowhere to be found. But these traitors are wielding powerful darkness up ahead.
Am I needed?
Anduin Rin. Once I would have been unable to understand what drove these cultists to the shadows. How they could harm their own. Now. Anduin sighs. I know all too well how the darkness sinks its claws into you. Bleeds you out and doesn't let you go. Distorts everything with its lies. I am fortunate to have people who saved me before it tore out my eyes and made me blind to the suffering of others. Not everyone here was so lucky.
Who is calling for help?
Faerun's jaw is firm. They made their choice.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
The final resistance. Faerun speaks in a hushed, furious whisper. Good work. But before we can leave, there's something else. Down this way are some powerful priests. I think they are summoning something big. No doubt to strike at us above and drive us from the tower itself. It will be dangerous, but we must stop them. Are you with me? Destroy the Shadow Rift.
If we stop that ritual, I should be able to cleanse the flame.
Feel the terror of the dark!
Light be my...
Stand strong. The darkness won't take us today. Anduin, your light. What happened to it?
It doesn't matter. I'm no longer worthy of it.
We owe our service to those in need.
Faerun's eyes are dark with weariness. It never ends, does it?
Be strong, my friend.
The light at the end of the tunnel. I've never seen shadows this deep. This vicious. It almost feels like they're reaching for us. Faerun shudders. We can't stay here. Escape Gloom Cragbower with Faerun and Anduin.
Don't give in to fear.
Anduin Rin. We have to get out. There must be a way. It's suffocating in here. Are we running out of air? We have to get out.
I hear a radiant song.
A beacon in the dark.
More shadows. We're trapped in here, aren't we?
No, we're not giving up here. Let's go. We can do this if we stick together.
The light shines through you. But what if it goes out? What if you failed your people?
You think I've never failed? I've never made mistakes? I was never even supposed to be in Hallerfall. I stowed away to escape a family that only ever saw me as a failure. Was it a mistake? I lost an eye and an arm for it. Does that make me unworthy of the light? I regret nothing. I keep fighting because in the darkness, it's all we can do. I can't give up. It's not in my nature. And I don't think it's in yours either.
You don't understand. I've hurt people. I was controlled by darkness, but part of me enjoyed it.
Enjoyed hurting people? Or no longer being able to agonize over every thought and action? Having doubt, making mistakes, none of these make you unworthy, Anduin. They light your path forward.
The entrance, it's gone. There really is no way out.
Enough of your illusions, Zalatath!
Belador's light has returned. Thank you, Illyria.
What can I do?
Anduin Rin. Anduin looks up at Beladar, its light in his eyes. It really is something, isn't it? Faeron's right. Seeing the light return, you can't help but feel hope swell in your chest. Even me. Anduin shakes his head. I'm sorry for what I said back there. I shouldn't have been dragging you and Faeron down with me.
Who is calling for help?
We cannot hide from evil.
Faeron Lothar. The weariness seems to have drained from Faeron's face. She smiles as she takes in the light of Buladar. Thank you for staying strong with me, Deiaji. Buladar shifts of its own accord. I do not think our actions here influenced it, and yet. She smiles up towards Buladar. I can't help but love when it reflects the light in my heart. You and your friends are newcomers here, and yet. I haven't felt this connected to anyone in a long time. Thank you for coming here, my friend.
In my heart, there is fire.
My arrows strike true.
I'm glad you're safe. I sensed something amiss when those creatures suddenly stopped attacking the tower and disappeared. Buladar shifted on its own shortly after. That was no simple illusion Zalatath trapped you in. I wonder, was I its intended target? You, me, Anduin, Faerin, perhaps she was happy to ensnare any of us.
They will not escape.
My faith kindles my hope.
Restore the flame. Do you feel it? Hope, returning? Thank you for your help, Deiaji. The Dawn Tower's flame remains dark. But this time, I think we'll be able to restore it. Let's meet at the tower. Help Faerin restore the holy flame at the cliffside beacon.
Despite everything, the Orathi...
Illyria, we would have been lost without you. Thank you.
I'm glad you're all safe. Let's end this.
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise. In my heart... Join me, please.
You know the light is not with me.
There is no darkness so deep that the light cannot reach us. Just be here with me. Now, breathe. We are the seekers of light. We are the holders of hope. In the very heart of shadow. We are the lamps that guide the way. It's a first step. The rest is just time and trust. I will see you through the shadow. Don't give in to fear.
Faerin gives a warm, tired smile. Thank you. Thank the light you all arrived when you did. I'm glad we can help each other.
We carry the flame into the unknown. If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help. A beacon in the dark.
To Miraldar. We must get to Miraldar and let General Steel Strike know what the Order of Night tried here. Thank the sacred flame we stopped them before they could do any worse. Travel to Miraldar and meet with General Steel Strike.
Be strong, my friend. We need to return to Miraldar. I need to let the General know what happened here.
This Order of Night is no mere cult. The Harbinger they speak of is Xalatath. She won't stop. Your people need to be ready.
Fight well.